My brother-in-law's ex lost her baby. I've never seen my husband so upset. 37M26F. Good morning everyone, I'm 34F, my husband is 37 meters. He has a brother Brendan, 33 meters, who had been dating Kira, 26F, for the last 3 years. 5 months ago Kira and Brendan announced to close family and friends Kira was expecting. Everyone was very excited for them. My husband has never been very close to his brother but was definitely very excited for this child, which did surprise me, because he didn't show this much excitement or eagerness to go to doctor's appointments when I was pregnant with our children. 2 months ago, Kira and Brendan separated. It happened really suddenly due to infidelity on Brendan's part. Brendan did not take the breakup well at all and very much wants to get back together with Kira, but she's hesitant. Last week Kira lost the baby. It was very sudden and tragic and the entire family is devastated, but the news hit my husband harder than I thought it would. He's been distant, withdrawn, and irritable all week. I don't want to discredit his sadness or grief because I know he did lose a niece and the way it happened was very tragic. I've already told him I'm here if he wants to talk, asked if there's anything I can do, etc., and I get met with irritability or anger, like this is my fault somehow, like I've tuned into the enemy and I've never seen him like this before. What is a kind, non-judgmental way I can try to speak to him about this again? Update post, July 27, 2023, 3 days later. Hello everyone. To get this out of the way immediately, no, the baby was not my husband's. I spoke to a grief counselor who gave me some ideas of how to talk about it with my husband and how to approach it without. That night the kids were over friend's house, so it was just the two of us. I made him his favorite dinner and we sat down and talked. I found out that the loss of the baby was hitting him so hard for 2 reasons. His brother had told him the day before the miscarriage happened they were planning on naming the baby after his mother, who passed while he was very young, as a surprise for my father-in-law. The second reason is because the night my brother-in-law cheated on Kira, he was supposed to be hanging out with my husband because Kira was out of town. My husband was particularly tired from work that day and cancelled. So Brendan ended up going to a bar and meeting the woman he cheated on Kira there. My husband thinks that if he had hung out with Brendan that day he never would have gone to the bar and cheated, and the breakup wouldn't have happened, Kira wouldn't have gotten so stressed out and lost the baby. This is my husband's logic. I'm very happy we were able to talk it through. He's beginning the process to begin speaking to a professional, but he did say that once we talked it out in a constructive way he began to feel better. Relevant comments. So the grief makes sense, but what doesn't make sense is why he was more involved, excited in Sil's pregnancy than yours. We did talk about that as well. He said while I was pregnant with our kids he was very stressed about working enough to pay our bills, doubting if he'd be a good father, as well as worrying about my health and well-being. As we've seen in this situation, my husband has a tendency to internalize things, so he was dealing with all of that. He said with Brendan and Kira's child he felt all of the excitement without any of the overwhelming stress.